Imagine you want to write a G code by hand. What will you do? Maybe at first you have to imagine your final piece model in your mind, and then you have to choose a reference point for your piece and start to calculate the numbers from a selected point which you imagine it as a reference point. So this is the same for powermill. At first you have to import your model in any way which you prefer. You can drag and drop any kind of geometry file, or you can import your model from import option, and then you have to create your work plan. And why it's necessary? Because your program and your toolpath will be calculate about the work plan, a point which you introduce. So the question is how we can introduce our work plan. The answer is there is about 10 way and 10 options to create your work plan, but maybe the 3 of them would be good enough for us for 99%. So let's see how. It depends on what you want to do. You have some choice to introduce your work plan. Maybe you want to just create a new piece, or you have a created piece already and you want to make a little change on your piece, and I mean you want to clamp your piece again, and you need a kind of a special work plan or reference point to make it remachining. Sometimes your work piece have several steps to machining. I mean you have to at first machining, you have to machine your piece from a side, and then you have to clamp it in other side and make it machining again. Or sometimes no, back I said you have to repair your piece, and you need a reference point from a special area which it can be reliable for remachining. For the most reason which you want, these 3 options would be good enough to you. The most common option is using with block. Create a work plan with using block. And why is it? Because it's very simple and kinda easy, and it answers you in most of the time in the most easiest way which you want to do. I will show you how, but it's very easy to use, and most of the time when you want to create a new piece or repair a created piece, it will be good enough to you. But creating work plan is not every time that much easier, you know. Sometimes the angle of the piece, it's not parallel with software angles, and you have to maybe rotate your model or rotate your work plan. Which one is better? The answer is there is an old advice for machiner which says never rotate your model, just rotate your work plan. Okay, so we have an option that we can help us to make any work plan in any spatial angle which is our favorite, which is not easy. If we don't want to use this option, it's not easy to calculate our accurate angle, and that's kinda, you know, I kinda like that. After introducing our reference point in right angle, maybe we want to change our axis bit together. Maybe the angle which we already have, it's not our right angle, and we need to change it. How we can change our work plan axis to the favorite one, to the right one? And again, the answer is too simple. Now you created your work plan, and your model is ready to creating any kind of toolpath which you want. That was all you have to know about work plan, about creating work plan. Now with your work plan are introduced, your model is ready for creating any kind of toolpath. And you may have a question, what is the block? The answer will be in the next video. Okay, I'm Hossein and this is CNC with channel. In this series of videos, we are going to learn how to work with powermill from the first step, from the beginning to the most complicated and advanced type of programming with powermill. So if you like this video, I ask you to like it. If you have any question, you can leave a comment and subscribe this channel for more similar video. Goodbye for now.